News 13 at 6 o'clock. Breaking news, breaking weather, breaking stories.
Well, there's a Hallmark movie airing tonight, and it deals with alcoholism and the woman who started Al-Anon. When Love Is Not Enough is a story about a man who threw away a lucrative career on Wall Street in the 1920s with an addiction to alcohol. He founded Alcoholics Anonymous, and his wife founded Al-Anon. Organizers of those groups here in Maine are helping Mainers get their lives back on track every day.
Family members can get recovery even if the alcoholic is not. Usually by the time somebody gets into Al-Anon, they usually have a level of stress, anxiety, depression themselves that they've been trying to control their loved one in their life to stop drinking, to stop using, and they realize that they can't do that.
Now, David Ward, who you just heard from, will also be a guest tomorrow morning on Good Day Maine.
Well, welcome back to Good Day Maine. We are joined by licensed clinical social worker David Ward. David, thank you for joining us
nice
today.
To be here. Thank you.
And, you know, we are talking about that movie that aired on CBS last night, the Lois Wilson story, When Love Is Not Enough.
Yes.
First, did you have a chance to see any of the movie?
I did.
I did not, but for folks, you know, who didn't see the movie, kind of, you know, get us up to speed on what this was about. I know this was kind of profiling the co-founder of Al-Anon.
That's right. Lois Wilson, back in 1951, really started Al-Anon, which is the sister program of Alcoholics Anonymous. Bill Wilson, back in the 30s, started AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, and they were married, and Lois really realized, with the help of others, that the friends and family members of alcoholics really needed their own help. And so in 1951, she started Al-Anon, and it's helped millions of people so far.
And talk about how this is the key in the recovery process for alcoholics, that it's not just a disease that affects them, it you know, spirals into their spouses, to their children, and that type of.
Absolutely. It's really you know, alcoholism, living with an alcoholic is a very painful and stressful thing to do. So friends and family members really need their own support. It's one of the main reasons that Al-Anon was started. If you think about the effects of alcoholism when someone's actively addicted, they're engaging in all kinds of behavior. Obviously the use itself, lying or cheating and stealing, and there's a lot of stress. With the movie last night, it was amazing to see what Lois went through and had to tolerate to go through before Bill got sober.
Right, and then, you know, when you talk about this 12-step program, it sounds so simple, but yet it has led to the treatment of, you know, millions of people, whether they're, you know, drug addicted or alcohol addicted. But this simple 12-step program, it sounds simple on paper, but getting through it, you know, step 1 all the way to step 12, which was, you know, getting out here and speaking about this. Talk about that, about the success of this 12-step program and how many people it's helped in Maine, you think?
Oh, thousands in Maine at least. You know, it's all over the world at this point, so it's helped millions. And you're right, it is a simple program. The old saying is it's simple but not easy. Right. And so statistics are that about 24,000 groups worldwide of Al-Anon, over 130 countries, and it's been translated in over 30 languages. So literally, I think there's millions of people that have been helped around this. The 12-step, it really is the guide and the work that people go to do when they first get into Al-Anon. They really need to listen and be understood and heard because they've gone through their own stressful event, not just the alcoholic.
Now, for people who are watching who, you know, may themselves or know someone who needs help with any type of addiction, what is that first step they should do?
The most difficult and courageous one is admitting that there is a problem. And from there, they can seek help. They can, you know, a lot of it is from Google. You know, you can Google Maine Al-Anon. Their website is maineafg.org. Some people find Al-Anon through friends and family. Some find through therapists like me. But basically, there's a lot of courage to be able to go to a first meeting and to just sit and listen. But in that meeting, people find that there's a lot of hope. They realize that they're not alone, that there are other people in the same boat, and that gives a lot of comfort and healing to people.
Okay, David Ward, thank you very much for joining us this morning and talking about a topic that has touched thousands and thousands of families here in Maine. And we have a graphic on some of the places where you can turn to get some help. If we can put those up on the screen right now. There they are right there. For friends and relatives, visit on the web, www.maineafg.org. You can call toll-free 1-800-498-1844.